Today we are making a super fun see-through card featuring the cutest llamas ever. You are going to love how easy and simple this card is to put together. Let's get into it right now. Hey, it's Rick. I'm back with another video. Today we are going to make a unique scene card using the Llama Love Stamp Set and the Woodgrain Frame dies, and we're going to use the Pathway Stamp Set. Okay, so to start off, we're going to need a clear card base. So we're going to use that. And then we're going to need a frame. I have already cut out 2 frames from just white cardstock. I'm going to use white. And then I have the inside pieces from the frame. We're going to stamp on this. So we're going to go ahead and pull in our positioning tool. We're going to get our little Pathway Stamp Set. It is the Forest Path Stamp Set. And I'm going to pull in a sticky mat. I'm going to add our little path here. And we will pick that up. And we are going to stamp this down using our Tuxedo black. We'll stamp that. There we go. All right, we're going to add a little bit of color to our forest path scene. We're going to do our sky with a little light blue. Just add that in there. And then we're going to add a little green. Come over our little trees. All right, we need to add just a little bit of brown to our little path area. Just going to add just a little color in there. All right, now we're going to add a little additional color. So we're going to take our markers and we're going to add some color to our tree. So we're going to pick out a side and add in a little bit of shadows. Our trees in the background, we're just going to add just a little bit of color too. And we can actually flick in a little more color here. For our little pathway. Add a little bit more shading in there. I'm going to turn that where I can get to it. Just add in, blend that out just a little bit. So we'll just blend that. Add some color to the rest of our trees in the background. I'll blend out this color a little bit more for our pathway. All right, we're going to add a little bit of color to our trees. I'm going to kind of just take the tip of the marker and just add in some leaf shapes in that background. Add in a little color down on our grass here. Going to add in just a little bit more. So I want this to kind of blend together to give it an organic, more of a tree look without us having to do a ton of blending. I'm going to switch greens for our back trees here. I want them to be a little bit darker. A different color. So we're just going to flick up a little bit of color here. And I'll blend that out with the lighter shade. Now you could do that, add these back here as just part of the sky. I want to make it look like they're going in, you're going into a lush little forest. So we're gonna drop that off back there. Then we're gonna add some more color to the trees and I'll be right back. All right, we have our little scene all colored up. We're gonna pop this back in the MISTI and we're gonna stamp our sentiment onto our card, inside piece, or onto our focal panel. And we're gonna stamp. We're gonna go with nothing to see here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this out of our stamp positioning tool. We'll go ahead and move all this out of the way so we can start building our card. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our frame on our front, okay? So we got our card base, and I'm going to take a little tape runner and run some adhesive along our frame. I'm going to center this onto our card front. So here's our frame. I'm going to take our inside panel, or this is going to be our inside panel actually. We're going to take that. We're going to line up our little scene. Okay. Now we're going to add our little main characters. So I've already stamped and colored out my little llamas. So we're going to add those. Add one there. Add this one. And then since he got sheared, he has a little scarf to try to keep him warm. Then I have a little basket here. I'm going to tuck behind there. And then I have two extra ones. I'm not going to use those today. So we will continue on. Now, I have some blank die cuts as well, because we need to hide our pieces on the inside. So we're going to take and add adhesive to our blank white die cut of our little llama here. And I'm going to just mirror this. Move him back over there. And then we'll do our other little llama. We're just going to sandwich that together. And we're going to do our little basket. So we'll sandwich that on. And then I have my little frame. So this one, we're just going to add our adhesive. And then we're going to hide all that adhesive on the inside of our card here. And then we will flip this over and we're going to add this back panel as well, because that's going to give you a place to write your personal message, as well as you can stamp your stamp your personal stamp. So there's my super easy and unique card today. It's a nice see-through little card with our quick little scene. I hope you give this a try. I will see you in the next video. If you like this video, you're probably going to like the one right over there. I'll see you over there. Bye, guys. Stay crafty. Love you.